So today I thought I would share a book review, and it's not perhaps a well-known book, one of those books that all business people must read, but it's actually a book by an author fairly local to me, based just down the road in Leamington Spa, and it's a book by Mike Pagan called FAFF, The Power of Doing Without Achieving. Now, I don't know about you, but it's very easy in these days of working from home to get perhaps a little easily distracted by social media, by the news headlines, by 101 other things, rather than perhaps focusing on the work that you should be doing. I've had the privilege of hearing Mike speak. I've obviously got his book, and I've also shared running with him. We're both runners, though he is a far and away better swimmer than I am, and in fact has swum the channel, so very impressed with that aspect of his life. But his book about FAFF is really worth a read, and it really goes into the amount of time we can just waste in a day faffing. Now, for those of you who may be watching this from other countries, faff I think is very much an English word, but it very much expresses that false art of feeling fulfilled, as Mike puts it. It's those bits and pieces we do during the day which are just not really achieving anything. And one of the first tasks Mike gets you to do in this book is to fill in his FAFFometer. His FAFFometer is a diagram where basically during the day you block out blocks of time on the various activities that you should be doing, but you save your red pen to block out areas of time when basically at the end of it you've done absolutely nothing productive. You don't show this to anybody, it's just for your viewing, and it's therefore keeps you honest. It's only for you to view, so therefore you don't have to try and be deceive people in it, but you just look at it at the end of a week and go, ooh, perhaps I wasted a bit too much time. So that's one of the key things that Mike gets you to look at in his book. The other thing that he gets you to look at is, where do we spend our time? We'll have all seen that quadrant of, the urgent and important, the important but not urgent, the urgent but not important, and the not important and not urgent stuff. And too often we perhaps spend a lot of our time in the urgent and important and the urgent and not important box. But the key box to spend our time in is the not urgent but important box, and that's often the stuff that will really help grow and develop our businesses. So again, he unpacks some of that. And the final thing he reminds us towards the end of the book, but it's there as a theme throughout the book, is having somebody to hold us to account. And especially at this time, perhaps when we're working from home, we're on our own, and there's nobody really sort of watching as to whether we're going to be achieving the things that we set out to achieve, it's perhaps even more important than ever before that we find somebody who can just hold us to account. Somebody who perhaps have that weekly Zoom, Skype, Hangout, whatever your preferred video conferencing platform of choice may be, to just catch up and say, yeah, this is what I set out to do and this is what I've achieved this week. How's it going for you? So if you've not come across this book before, I've put a link to the book which you can get on Amazon as a Kindle book. If you've perhaps just needing that bit of extra help along the way to make sure you're more productive, especially in this time when we're working from home with all the distractions that can entail. And if you just want something to help kickstart your business in this time when perhaps we've got a bit more time to spend stuff on the important but not urgent box, this is a great guide with some practical, down-to-earth, simple language stuff, not in all high-level management speak, about how we can make a differences in our businesses. So I'm going to commend to you a book by a local author, FAFF.